Hey, nosy neighbors. How are you? Y'all come on in and like and share the live. I should have took my little energy medicine. Here we are face to face with the memories that can't be erased. Although we need each other, things have changed. It's not the same. Mm, mm. Sometimes it makes me wonder, where would I be if we hadn't discovered, which I did, inside of me. I know there was something that we could compare. Well, I never meant to cause you no pain. I just wanna go back to being the same. Well, I only wanna make things right before you walk out my life. Get on up in here and like and share. On up in here and like and share. Up in here. So let me tell y'all something. I had looked to see yesterday if, and I was like, I said now it was going to be too early yesterday to look and even see if, a judge had kind of given a decision yesterday, right? And so I looked early yesterday and I didn't see anything. But lo and behold, I guess, before the court hours shut down, honey, there was an update. Okay. And so we're coming with the updates. All right. Now, before I had to pay about $15 for those other pages, but this was just looked like a one page. Looked like it was just a little one page. All right. Now I need everybody to come on in and like and share the live. That's what I need you to do. I need you to be over on YouTube. That's what I need you to do. I need you to like and share the live, and I need you to be over on YouTube. That's what I need for you to do. Head over to YouTube. Also, if you are on, it is 9:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the 22nd of August. 22nd of August. I need everybody to come on in, and as you're coming in, like and share the live. That's what I need for you to do. Like and share the live. Update live now. Bow. All right. Let me post. I need you to like and share the live. Share the live to the groups that you're in. Share it in the Blogger Shade Room. Share it to the cooking groups. Share it all across the town. In case you are new here, we are the Nosy Neighbors. And if you're out in the middle of the YouTube and the Facebook streets, showing your ass, we're going to talk about it. I want to give a big shout out to all of the Nosy Neighbors always sending me things, honey. They be in the bushes, in the street, behind the corner, behind the door, in the blinds, looking and telling me what's going on. They always on Neighborhood Watch, and I love them for that. Shout out to the Nosy Neighbors. We also got our nosy neighbors who actually lock on in. They mess with me the long way. They love me, love me, love me, love me a long time, and they become official members of the channel. Now, those nosy neighbors, we say that they pay their HOA fees. HOA. So if you would like to become an HOA member, that's top tier. It could be any membership. It doesn't matter. Cheapest one is about $6. There is the HOA membership link, honey. We need some more HOA members. We do. The people who lost their HOA, honey, we ain't took you to court. If you lost you ain't been paying your HOA, we ain't even took you to court. Go ahead and start back paying your HOA fees now. Cheryl Harrison, thank you for the 10 jewels for the floating heart. Thank you so very much. Judy Campbell, thank you for the silver star. Thank you for the 2 jewels. Thank you so very much. As you all are coming in, I do have the updates. I need you to like and share. Like and share the live. We ain't even filed no case against you. We ain't even take you to court. You behind on them HOA fees. Ain't got ain't reading up. Ain't did nothing. We ain't even filed nothing against you. We ain't even gave you no eviction or nothing. Go ahead and hit that thing and get your HOA bike. Okay? And come on out the bushes and go ahead and get your HOA. We will be having a members only live very soon. Wait a minute, somebody's sending me something. What is this? Who is that? Oh shit, what is that? Oh. See, I gotta look through that and see if it's real. What? What is this? Wait a minute. What is this? What is this? You is lying to me. Child T coming in my inbox right now. And this is a whole separate live, so I can't even mix this in with this live. Hot fresh tea coming in my inbox right now. Tell us right now. This is this some whole nother moti. It's this one is about Dalton and Sacco. So we're gonna have to get to that in a whole separate live. Okay. I need everybody to like and share, like and share, like and share. Um, and if you can share this to at least two, uh, if you can share this to at least two groups, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right, we're not going to be long as far as our intro today and bringing people over. Everybody needs to come on over because once I finish sharing on my side, we're going to get straight into it. All right. All right. I'm sharing in the groups. I'm sharing in the cooking groups, baby. I'm sharing everywhere. I'm sharing everywhere now. I'm trying to tell you what I'm doing. I'm sharing everywhere. I need y'all to share it in at least two groups. Once you have shared it in at least two groups, put the number 77 in the chat. Can somebody share to the blogger shade room? I cannot share in there. I don't know. Look like sometimes they like me and sometimes they don't. Can somebody share it in the blogger shade room? I appreciate you. And when you share it in the blogger shade room, please put in the chat that you shared it there. I appreciate you. So I can know somebody actually did it. I need somebody to share it in the blogger shade room. All right, we got 3 minutes. We're getting everybody to come on over. If you're on any of the other pages, we're going to be over on YouTube. That's where we're going to be. All right, so I can't tag there. And I know I probably can't tag here either. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, shit, man. I can tag over there today. All right. Thank you, Miss Renee, for sharing. I see you shared it in the cooking group. Miss Renee, thank you so very much. Mm-hmm. We need everybody to like and share the live, and we need everybody to share to two groups. All right. We got 2 minutes and we're getting started. All right. 2 minutes. I do have the update. And we're going to talk about that here in just a second. I want to say this: hello, one, hello, all, hello, one, and hello, all. And I can't maybe get to everybody individually or in terms of the individual. Damn it, man. But I need for everybody to come on over to YouTube. Let me see. Facebook is pretty good. There's not many people on Facebook. That's good because we're gonna be on YouTube. We got about 2 more minutes, and we're gonna straight jump straight into it. How many people have shared the live to at least 2 groups? Put a number 77 in the chat. And if anybody shared it to the Blogger Shade Room, please let me know. I'm looking at the chat now, so I'll be able to see you. Matter of fact, let me go to the Blogger Shade Room and see if anybody shared it in there. 77 in the chat if you shared it in at least 2 groups. I don't see anybody has shared it in the Blogger Shade Room. Can somebody share it in the Blogger Shade Room for me, please? Blogger Shade Room, Blogger Shade Room, Blogger Shade Room, Blogger Shade Room, Blogger Shade Room. Can somebody share it in there? 77 in the chat if you shared it in at least 2 groups. So we don't have a lot of 77s. We don't have a lot of people who have shared it in 2 groups. And we thank you, Ms. Judy. Thank you so very much. And we don't have anybody who has shared it to the Blogger Shade Room. Hardly anybody who shared it to 2 groups. And nobody who shared it to the Blogger Shade Room. Let's go, please, hit the like. So thank you, LaCondas. Thank you, Julia Crawford. I appreciate you, love. 77 in the chat if you shared it to at least 2 groups. If somebody can share it to the Blogger Shade Room, let me know. All right. All right, Facebook. If you're on any Facebook, we're dropping you off at the pool. I'm going to give y'all the link one more time because we're getting ready to get into it. Ooh, my eyes dry. There is the YouTube link. Okay. There's the YouTube link. All right, we're dropping Facebook off, both Facebooks. We need you to head over to YouTube. The link is in the chat. Remove. And remove. All right, y'all. Thank you, Just Be Angelia. Thank you, love. Thank you. All right. So you all know as you're coming in and as they're still coming in, and I need for you all to share the live. I need for you all to share the live. Share it to the groups that you are in. Share it to at least 2 groups. We didn't even get a third of the people to say they shared it to the groups. We didn't even get a third of the people. So if anybody did not catch, thank you, Ms. Dolly, for the 10 jewels. I appreciate you, love. If anybody did not catch my live about, and so there's that word, y'all, interrogatories. It sounds very weird for me. I know it's a legal word. I had never, I heard of interrogation. I never heard of interrogatories. Okay, but there's the word. So if you all were in this live, in that other live that I did, which is that just an update, Carmen had taken Corina to court. And I also showed that I didn't bring this to the internet. It was already brought to the internet. Just for anybody in the bike. Anybody in the bike. Let me bring this back up. So I also showed that this was something that whoever in this group put in the group. Now, you know, we can use our imaginations and we could assume, but we really don't know, right? Who put it in the group. So it's an anonymous person put it in a group. This was the other day, and they, you know, about the what Corina was requesting. They put this in a group. All right. So if anybody in the bike, you know, after this was brought to the internet, talked about it as everybody is. And so just as a reminder, Carmen took Corina to court because they had an agreement about what both of them were supposed to be doing post their breakup, post Carmen selling her portion to the business to Corina. Um, Ooh, y'all hit that Cash App. Support the channel if you can. I will be choosing a time to kind of call out Cash Apps here in just a second. So support the channel if you can. You know I prefer the Cash App. However, if you prefer the Super Chat, Super Sticker, and all of those things, you can do that. So there was this Carmen took Karina to court because remember, you all, because a lot of you have been confused about this, and I hear people, and I don't know if they just choose to like, be confused or, I don't know. But remember here, the case is Carmen, the plaintiff, versus Karina, the defendant. Okay, so and if you know about that, that means Karina, the defendant, that Carmen initiated the case with Corina. All right. And so she took her to court, and this was post the settlement agreement that they had, and there was supposed to be some contingent things that was done after the settlement. And both of them were basically stating that each of them broke the agreement in some form or fashion. Now, okay, so fast forward. This has been going on for, I don't know, probably a couple years now. And the case finally came, and unfortunately, Carmen lost the case. Karina was awarded $2.3 million. And after that, just recently, there was a request, a motion to comply, in which Karina requested that the judge order and demand Carmen to do certain things. So, just briefly, let's go over. They want the social security number, the children, and we're just going to briefly kind of go over all this: the spouse's name, the children's name, social security numbers, any assets, description of assets, the date you acquired the assets, what's your present location of the assets, location name, account number, bank account numbers, ownership of interest in the assets, real property, description of buildings or structures. Each debt secures lien garnishment and encumbrance of the third party of the assets. Identify all documents concerning assets listed, response to interrogatory. All of these things that were being requested, we're just going to go over briefly because I read this stuff in detail. Describe every asset you do not currently own, which you have transferred, assigned, or otherwise disposed of voluntarily or involuntarily within the last 5 years. I mean, this is some detailed shit, I tell you. State the date in which you acquired the asset. State the date in which you transferred or signed or disposed of. Give the fair market value of the asset. Okay. Identify a person or entity. Receive the asset upon the transfer, signing, or disposition. All of these things, okay, is being requested. We went over this, and I'm just briefly going over it. If you want the whole details of that, I will try to link that live at the end of this. It may take me a moment, but you go look for this similar thumbnail, but it says motion to comply a couple of days ago. All right. Let's see what else. I mean, it really gets down to wanting everything. Identify all documents concerning transfers, all of that. Describe all sorts of income in which legally benefits or interest, the nature of the source of the income, the amount, the identity of the documents concerning describing such income, all of this. And it even gets down to furniture and all kinds of shit. Let me see. Identify any limited liability companies, sole proprietorships, and partnerships. So one of my phones is going dead. I don't know which one. Oh, that one. I'm gonna charge them. All right. So all of your business names is being requested. Where was I? All corporation limited, okay, partnerships that you have an ownership within the last 5 years for each business identity. For each business identified, please provide the principal balance of the business. All right. All accounts that you name solely or jointly solely or jointly. So that is apparently they're wanting, her spouse's Tay's information as well. If it's a joint account, it says solely or jointly. Within the last 3 years, okay, it's asking for details on that. Um, Let me see. Concerning assets and liabilities, identify all bookkeepers, accountants, and auditors who, during the last 5 years, perform any bookkeeping, accounting, and audits. All right. Identify all cash apps you receive for your business. Okay. We're just briefly going over this real quick, and we're going to get to today's. The cash app and development interrogatories. Please identify bank accounts. Okay. The VIN number for the truck and the trailer for which Corina Jones sold you her ownership interest as part of the mutual agreement in December back in 2022. Security deposit boxes, cash, and etc. Bank accounts again here. All right. Safety deposit boxes, vault safes, safe keepings in which you deposit anything from personal property. Identify the name, address, and telephone number, line of business of your current employer. All right. So we're almost the self. If you are self-employed, describe any of the current work being performed by you or any personal entity, whether employee or independent contractor or otherwise, providing name and address of the person or entity whom is performing the work, the amount of the revenue expected from said work, and the expected time and manner of payment. Let me see. Hold on one second. I should have took my context out. All right. Where are we? All right. Self-employment again. Self-employment. Name and address, the number, the property, which serves as your place of residence, one in where she lives. Identify local and street address of a property owned, leased, or rented by you, or in which you have any interest or ownership in the last 3 years. The address, the size, the description of the building structure. Okay. All right. So that was the life insurance. You have any life insurance? We want that. Name each person on the policy, the name and address, policy number, etc. Want the life insurance. Do you own any securities, investment, stocks, bonds, any mortgages? Have anything? We want to know that. Let me see. Are you even the third party beneficiary under receiving identity particularities, the name parties to contract, the address and telephone number of the name parties to contract, the date the contract was entered into, all of this. All right. So all of this was being requested or is being requested. If anyone owes you money, state the name and address of each debtor, the amount. If you have any automobile, okay, the VIN number and all of those things they want. All right. If you have any furniture or household goods, description and name of the household good, the funds, estimated address, whatever. So all of this stuff was being requested. Well, we do have the update tonight on what the judge came back and ordered from that request. Okay. So late yesterday or sometime yesterday, there was a um, answer from the judge, and here is the answer. All right. All right. The Supreme Court of DeKalb County in the Carmen versus Corina Jones case order setting deadline for response to motion to comply. Judgment creditor Corina Jones having filed a motion to comply and a motion for award of expenses on August the 18th, 2026, alleging that the debtor, Carmen Smith, who wholly failed to respond to the judgment creditor discovery request, the court exercises its authority under USCR 6.2 to shorten the standard 33-day period to respond to the motion. Judgment debtor Carmen Smith is hereby ordered to file her response, reply memorandum, affidavits, or responsive materials addressing her alleged failure to respond discovery and also addressing Corina Jones's request for $1,650 attorney fee. So remember, when we read this, Corina was saying that it cost her almost $1,700 to file this request to comply. So it cost her $1,700 to file this request to comply, and I guess she's asking for that now. So they're saying also addressed her request for the 1650 under OCGA 9-11-37A4A no later than 5 p.m. on Friday, August the 28th. Now, I found that interesting too because we didn't read that part, but I remember when we first went over this, Karina's attorney was asking that Carmen respond within 10 days of their order. This judge is coming back and saying 7 days. Yesterday was the 21st. The 28th will be 7 days. So the judge is just giving 7 days, not even the 10 that they asked for. Unless a court deems a hearing is needed, the matter will be decided on briefs. Okay, this is so ordered on this 21st day of August 2026. Now, this is now a order of compliance, right? Now, when I looked up, what happens or what could happen if you don't follow an order of compliance. Let me see if I still have that. I may need to look it back up again. All right, let me look it up because I had looked it up. I think I'm. All right. So here we go. Hold on one second, too. All right, so I did just look up what happens if you ignore an order of compliance. It says ignoring an order of compliance, which is a legal binding directive from a court or regulatory agency, typically results in a charge of contempt of court, heavy daily fines, seizure of property, or potential jail time until you follow the rules. So this is serious. I don't please nobody don't ask me why I didn't tell her to get an attorney. I did 2011 times. Please don't nobody ask me why I didn't tell her this was serious. 2011 times. Please nobody ask me why 2011 times. Okay. I don't know why y'all keep trying to put the responsibility on me. Okay. So now this is now a order of compliance that and I'm not a lawyer, so maybe a lawyer can come in and say and fight for what you have to do and what you don't have to do. I don't know what you have to do and what you don't have to do, but I know that they said 7 days. I know that they said 7 days by the 28th is when they're saying that you have to put that information in. And I know we just read if you don't put it in by the 7 days. I know that. I know that. I opened up the StreamYard. Of course, I'm not happy about this situation. Of course, I wish we weren't here. Of course, I wish a lot of things. And to be honest, there were several things that Carmen did have that Corina was doing that could have been argued in court, right? Rhonda Ballard, thank you for 100 jewels. High five. To be honest, there were several things I know that could have been argued in court for Carmen. You know what one of those things was? To stop using Carmen's image and likeness. That could have been maybe argued in court. Probably could have been argued in court. Again, I'm not an attorney. But to stop using Carmen's image and likeness. How many videos did we see and maybe still see of Carmen's hands and feet? Maybe not the feet, hands. Or on her seasoning bottles, if it's the old seasoning bottle, still her face on the picture. So it could have I'm sure it would have been to some degree a different outcome if an attorney had been involved. Okay. And so I'm nowhere near it doesn't amuse me or excite me, or I'm not happy about that this is the outcome and this where we are. However, these are the facts. This is what's out there. And once it comes out there, everybody's going to be talking about it. And so I am going to be talking about it as well, but I will be talking about it in a way that I'm not, downing Carmen. Is it too late to get a lawyer? There is only a small amount of time, Janeria, to appeal a case in Georgia, and unfortunately, that time has passed to appeal. And I'm so sorry if I missed some of y'all comments. I'm gonna try to go back up and get some. I'm not sure about that because Carmen didn't. Carmen had to turn over the page. Rhonda Ballard, you don't have to be sure about that. I'm sure about that because it was in one of the agreements to stop using her 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 face and her likeness. So I'm okay with you not being sure about that. I'm sure that I read it in one of the agreements. So why do you think that she cut her face off of the things? Now, could she come back and say and argue that she should be able to use them? Probably so. Again, I'm saying I'm not an attorney. What I'm saying is that that was supposed to be part of the agreement. Now, they would have had to argue what that meant in detail. Are the hands her likeness? That would have been up to them to argue. However, I do remember also the hands holding some seasoning bottles at certain times that also show her face as well. Okay. Could have well, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, I would agree. Whenever you're dealing with Corina, you better get a lawyer, especially when you haven't asked for when you have asked for money for a lawyer. And here's the thing, Annie Nichols, Carmen did have a lawyer, and money was paid to the lawyer. Carmen said she paid the money that she raised to a lawyer. I believe she paid the money because Tay said she paid the money for her that was raised. I think sometimes people assume that a large amount of money was raised, and I don't think it was a large amount of money that was raised. So that she said she paid over $100,000 to that attorney she already had, and so those attorneys are very expensive. And so, I do agree. Yes, you should have had an attorney. And here's the thing: this is why I didn't recommend messing with Corina. because the lady got money. And if you're going to take somebody to court with money, you definitely better make sure that all of your ducks and cues are in a row and that you have and going to make sure you have the money to sustain that lawsuit for however long it can take. That's just one of the reasons that I didn't recommend it. And nobody on the team at the time, except for one person, recommended her to even do this. Okay. Yeah, it's very, very expensive. Crazy expensive, Anthony, for real, for real. Because $100,000, like, it's no wonder people don't take people to court. She had to pay $100,000, and just to file this last thing Corina filed was almost $1,700. Bring me on. Okay, so you can come on, Miss Barbara. When you said bring you on, I'm putting the stream out in the chat. Once you click on the StreamYard, you have to allow your audio and video. You can turn your video back off. I'm always going to ask you that. Do you want to be on video? And then you can turn it off. Now, what I will do, if some of you all want to come on and want, but you don't know how to come on StreamYard, I will open up the call-in number. I will do that for you. I will open up the call-in number. Now, we only got one support for so far for today for the Cash App. Thank you, Miss Vicky. Miss Vicky says, in the streets, I love you. Say hello to everyone. Miss Vicky P in the building. Thank you for the Cash App, my love. Thank you for always supporting the channel. Darnell, you did all that you can do. You can give someone a chance for help, but you cannot force them to take it. Yes, exactly. But Miss Patricia, there's people that people still to this day. I was in somebody's live here maybe last week. Oh, why you didn't tell her this? Why you don't know what I told her? So shut up. Not you, Miss Patricia. I'm talking about those people. In my opinion, this seems to be about control. She lost control when Tay came around, and this is her chance to get control back. Let's see. Thank you for the 5 jewels, Miss Rhonda. That lawyer can file a motion for an extension of time to gather facts. The case is over with. The case is over with, and the appeal time is over with. That could have been done previously. It's over with. Case is closed. Thank you for the 5 jewels, Miss Rhonda. She thinks destroying Chef will make. I should have took these contacts out. My eyes are so freaking dry, bro. Hold on 1 second. She thinks destroying Chef will make Chef come back around her. It's crazy as hell. 100K for a civil suit or Morris questionable. That criminal defense money, I could be wrong. Hey, Darnell knows the name is Hey Love. She needs to reobtain a lawyer. Okay. So if anybody wants to come on that's having a hard time, I will open up the call-in number for you if you would like. I appreciate you. Miss Billy's in the building. Thank you for the cash out. She says, handsome, you did your best. Praying for Chef. Always praying, always wishing for her the best, but this is where we are. And like I said, everybody is going to be talking about it, and they're not going to be saying nothing nice. I can guarantee you that. So whoever that was earlier, hold on. Let me see. Somebody's sending me something. Whoever that was earlier, I'm going to open up the call-in. I'm going to open up the call in. Oh God. That's funny. Somebody just sent me something. Somebody just sent me something, y'all. That's funny. That is funny. Oh my eye. Um ah um okay. I just read something somebody sent me. That's funny. Hold on, let me give them a that is funny. All right, so let me go back to where I was, which is here. All right, so thank you all for the gifts and everything. Listen, I'm going to open up the call in number because I know some of y'all have an issue with StreamYard. Call in number is 865-888-0302. 865-888-0302. Listen, I'm open to people calling in. Please be respectful. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You people are crazy. If you think that Corina wants Carmen, you need to go lay on the couch and diagnose your own self as crazy. Let's see. Thank you, Rhonda, for the 67 jewels. 6-7. Thank you, boo. I'm headed to my TV. Go to Angelia. Bad. You were showing out the other night. We ain't gonna talk about it though. We ain't gonna talk about it. So we have the option for the StreamYard and the calling number. Antoinette.
What's up, boo?
Hey darling. You
This
you seen
that,
the update?
yeah, that bitch is on vacation and still fucking herself.
Well, she got that attorney.
Yeah, she ain't got to do nothing.
She ain't gotta do nothing, honey. But he, I don't even know if she gotta tell him, honey. He probably own it. Darlene knows and is what I'm saying is what's done is done, right? So now she needs to reobtain the legal team she had prior to that lawyer, would immediately file a motion for extension of time. Well, I will say this, Amanda B. I don't know how that works. I was told the law once the lawsuit closes, you have in a period of time to file a what's it called? Uh, um, what is it called, y'all? It's escaping me. You have a period of time after the lawsuit is finalized to file a to contest it, but it's a word that I'm looking for. You have a period of time to contest it. An appeal. Thank you, Penny. You have a period of time to file an appeal. After the let me look this up. In DeKalb County, Georgia, can you reopen a case after the appeal period has passed? So it says, I'm gonna tell you what it says. Thank you, thank y'all for it was a appeal that I was looking for. So I'm gonna tell you what it says. It says in DeKalb County, Georgia, you generally cannot reopen a standard finalized court case simply because the appeal window has passed as the judgment becomes final. However, narrow exceptions exist, such as filing an extraordinary motion for a new trial. So, of course, we know she can file a new trial. A petition for, what is that? Habeas corpus in criminal matters, which we're not dealing with criminal matters, or a motion for relief from judgment based on fraud or new evidence in civil cases. So that only gives a very few things. It wasn't a criminal case, so we can mark that one out. Of course, we know it can be a new trial. And it was, well, and I don't know if there was any fraud or, anything in that matter. So from what I know, from what I've heard, and now from what Google is telling us, it doesn't look likely to reopen a case after the appeal process has passed. And I want to say you maybe have 30 days to appeal. And like I said, Corina had to pay $1,700 for her lawyer to file this motion. And maybe if just say like, listen, I don't know what all is possible. I'm just telling you what I've heard and what Google is saying. And I would imagine the longer you wait outside of the appeal process, if it was 30 days, the longer you wait outside of that, I'm sure you can't come back 120 days, 6 months, 2 years, talking about you want to appeal. It give you a period of time. Maybe if you was 2 days over that, maybe. So anyway, Antoinette, honey, so what do you think about all of this that's going on? We kind of went over the other day what all was requested, and now we're going over what the judge has said. Antoinette! Lord Jesus. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Miss Billy said on 130 likes and 400. Now I'm seeing 468 in the building. There's no reason why we should have 130 likes. Y'all, please make sure you're liking and sharing the live. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free. Let's see. This is what the law states. Generally, creditors cannot take money or seize assets from your spouse for a debt that belongs solely to you. However, the debt can be taken if they co-sign. Antoinette.
Yeah, I fell off.
Lord Jesus. Let me see. What are y'all saying? We also have the call-in number if anybody wants. We have the StreamYard up as well if you want to come on for a bit. Did anybody come in late and didn't hear the finalizing of the request that Corina had? Did anybody not hear the update? Let me know. Put a number 77 in the chat if you came in late and you did not hear the caller that's calling in. Hello, love. Where are you calling from? Well, you don't have to. What's your name?
Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. What would you like to add to the conversation we're having today? Wait, is this Anthony from New York?
Yes.
What's going on, Anthony? It's your first time calling in, ain't it?
Hey,
Yes,
Anthony.
my first time calling in, Darnell.
Okay.
What's up? No nosy neighbors? How y'all doing?
This is Anthony, y'all.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. So, what do you think about the whole thing? We went over everything the other
This is a
day.
mess. This is really a mess right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be praying for my homie because they put my homie through a lot. She's a nice, good-hearted person. There's a lot of BS right here going on. This lady got a lot of money, so she got enough money to get these lawyers going. So
Mm-hmm.
we just gonna keep Chef in prayer.
Mm-hmm.
To get her through this, because I know she will get through this. God will see her through this.
Mm-hmm.
And like this is bogus. There's like a lot of bogus stuff going on. But it's more to it. But everything gonna come to light. You know what I'm saying? Everything's gonna come to light.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So I just wanted to get on to say that. But we all gonna keep her and we all gonna keep her in prayer. We're gonna keep her lifted up.
Yes.
Keep her lifted up, Darnell. And you have a blessed night, Darnell. It's good to speak to you for the first time.
Yeah, it's good to speak
online.
to you too.
Yeah. We're gonna talk later. All right. Okay, nosy neighbors, you have a good night. I'm still in the chat though. I'm still in the chat.
Antoinette said, "Hey, she's on the StreamYard."
Hey, Antoinette, Mommy Billy, how you doing, Mama Billy?
All right.
Mother, God, Mommy, Angela, how y'all doing? Penny Pin, what's up?
Antoinette, you may didn't hear Anthony, but he said, "Did you change that smoke detector?"
Yes, I did. You haven't heard it. Don't even try. When we was on live last night, I got you got up there and got it down.
He didn't say that for real.
I know you didn't.
Oh man! All right, y'all have a good night, Dawn. I'm in the chat. In the chat. Everybody have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right.
All right, now that was good hearing from Anthony. His first time calling in.
Yeah. And I like his accent.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so some people say they didn't see it. I'm gonna show that for y'all here in just a second. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it now. Let me see. Yes, God will see Chef through it. You know, I'm not. So I'm not even gonna say what I advised, or not even some advice, suggested, because I think there are a lot of suggestions, right? But I think that there's a, a there can sometimes be a better course to take. So I offer my suggestions as I have always, and that's all I can do. What else can I do? Okay, so anybody who was late, we went over briefly what was filed by Corina, which was the what is the order to comply. The judge came back with a order of compliance, and pretty much what it says is that they received Corina's motion to compel and motion for award of expenses, and they are honoring the request, and they are saying that Carmen has to file her response, her reply to memorandum, affidavits, or other responsive material addressing her alleged failure to respond to the discovery. Also, addressing Corina Jones' $1,650 attorney fee, because in order for her to file the motion to comply, it cost her almost $1,700. So that was something we read in the previous when we said breaking news. This was first motion that Corina had filed post the judgment. So if you missed that live, go catch that, because she's asking for everything: furniture, wheels, life insurance. Somebody said a diary. I read. I don't know. She asked for everything. Now and then her attorneys, Karina's attorneys, had said, and if you honor this, we ask that you give her 10 days only after your response, um, your decision. And they gave her 7 days. So they filed this yesterday, or the judge responded to this on the 21st, which was yesterday. And it had been rather late when they put it in the system. And 7 days, which would be the 28th. So they want this no later than Friday the 5th, Friday the 28th at 5 p.m. They are expecting a response in regard to all of the things that she was asking, which was a long, 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 long list of things. Okay. I heard something. Hold on. Oh, let me see. Thank you, Jessica J. Jessica, thank you for the bit cash app. I got an email about that. I gotta check this. So, this Dalton stuff is coming out to y'all. Wait a minute, I don't see. Oh, that's the wrong email. I gotta go to another email. Okay, I'm gonna check it, boo. Let me see. If you think about it, that's a lot to compile within a week. Corina just being spiteful. Well, shit. I will say this, Veronica. They said they asked for 10 days. The judge said 7. So shit. I mean, yeah. And
Uh,
here's the thing. And here's the thing I said the other day too, and which I've said. They you all of this stuff, you got to be careful, because they're asking for this to be sworn in too, like sworn in uh, before a notary and all of that stuff. So yeah, it's it's a mess. I definitely think an attorney is needed. Chef can give her $2 million and she still won't be happy. Well, now I did hear Carmen Generia say that there was a settlement offered to her, and there were some stipulations that Corina was asking for: $1 million settlement plus an apology plus some more things, which I wouldn't be surprised if it was continue to promote I Got Your Seasoning. Um,
not to bring out her season.
but I don't know if that's true or not. If that is true or not. Hold on one quick second, y'all. 1 second.
Be careful. There we go. How does it feel? Oh. No, if I fall, I'm gonna be so upset. No, 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 no. You're not gonna fall. Please don't fall. Ooh. Yep, that's what she wants. The food truck not to get no money. Now you gave her the food truck, but you want to take it back now. Oh, trust me, it's good. Karina just blowing money because she knows she can and she knows Chef not gonna be able to do nothing. But I hope Chef got her a lawyer and gonna surprise Karina ass. Crazy, he really has my BBL inflatable in the water. Like, what's wrong with him? Why do I like that so I don't fall in the pool? You're not falling in the pool.
All right, y'all. I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Let me see. CC and Tay, don't have to apologize to her for shit, and definitely no more help with this. And Davita, I don't know if that season was part of it. I know Carmen said there were several more things. I just wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't one of them, and I'd be very surprised, actually. Let me see. Karma is coming for Karina's greedy ass. Let me see. Antoinette said she done changed the smoke alarm detector, child. Hallelujah.
Not too much on the smoke alarm. Look, I said, son, that's what Darnell wanted to talk to you about your smoke alarm.
Mm-hmm.
But they thought it was just a normal way. I said, no. How long is
for it to be beeping like that?
Yes. I said, no, that means y'all need to change the battery.
Yes.
I said, Yeah, I said, I guarantee it's a battery. It's a 9-volt battery now. When she took it down, it was 9-volt battery. I said, no, y'all need to change y'all batteries.
Y'all said don't give her shit that even when she's on the payment plan until the balance is zero. I mean, here's the thing. And this is where, you know, I think an attorney would help, even if I don't even want to. It could be different kinds of attorneys. Like it's somebody needs to be able to step in and help. If Corina is so rich and doing so well, why does she need to focus on Carmen? Just a black-hearted witch. Now, I will say this, Doreen, and of course, I'm not here to defend Corina. This lawsuit Carmen filed against Corina. Corina just countersued Carmen. Support the channel if you can. Now there was somebody said something, and which made it very interesting. This phone is it's always dinging. This is why I turn it off. It's fucking dinging and dinging and dinging and dinging. But it's all those damn cameras I got. Bitch, if you move left,
if you move right, it's gonna fall. It could be a cat in front of it, gonna go out to mine. Oh Lord.
Bitch, if you in a car and before your car even passed my house, when they can see the lights is shining, bitch, I'm gonna know. Let me see. I agree she doesn't want to start another season come up because she was able to compete with that. Carmen's a real bitch. So what I was gonna say? Oh, somebody had mentioned this, and I don't know if it was a comment I saw or somebody, it was something communication. Now, I remember because there was this questioning after, and let me show everybody this on here real quick. Let's see. I'm sorry. Dang on it. Hey, Lynn.
Hey, Darnell. Hey, Antoinette. Hey, nosy neighbors.
Hey, boo.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, okay. I hope this stream y'all don't start tripping.
Oh, God. So real quick. So there was some questioning about several things that I know in the past has been brought up. And one was was there a person on the A team at the time who had been an op or who had been leaking information or who whatever. And so there were some questions about that kind of stuff in which I don't know, I don't know honestly. I know some things do, in hindsight, look a little suspect or whatever. But there had been requests there had been requests for a little while for Tay to put Carmen onto her house. And all that I'm saying is, what if she had done that?
I'm glad she didn't. But Carmen had said that she didn't want her name on that house. Because you remember they were supposed to be looking for a house.
Mm-hmm.
They was looking for a house. They wasn't. She said that was Tay house, and Tay said she leaving that to her son. If
Mm-hmm.
anything happened to her, that's going to her son. But they was
Mm-hmm.
looking for a house. They was gonna get a house together.
Hey, and when she said, I don't talk to nobody in the comments but Darnell, so no, I don't think I'm a nosy neighbor. Get your facts in order. Um, But so yeah, and so listen. So what if that had happened? What if she did? Wouldn't that be a whole new situation right now? Like seriously, that would be a whole new situation.
Yeah, but I don't see how you can drag her wife in there. That's between you and Corina. I don't see how you can now.
But
Even with
if her
child
name was
support,
on the house, she could.
yeah, even with child support, you can't drag your husband or your wife in on child support.
Now, see, I don't know I honestly don't. I don't like to say stuff I don't know. And Antoinette, I'm not saying you don't know because you could be
Yeah.
100% right. So I don't know. I do remember. So I don't know if anybody follows Peach McIntyre, and I don't follow her like that. I know she paid her husband's child support off though, in thousands and thousands of dollars from her, and she paid it. So I don't know if she was obligated to do that or why she paid it, but I do remember her paying it.
Oh, maybe she just paid it off for him.
Yeah, maybe so. You
Because
know.
if she paid it and he didn't do it, I don't know. But I
Uh,
know down here in Houston, your spouse is not responsible for child support. So I don't know about
um,
everywhere else.
Amanda B says, I think all this money Karina is taking from Carmen, she's going to in turn give it to Victoria. Girl, no, she ain't. Hey, my
That
cousin,
would be
look,
nice, y'all.
my cousin, God bless the dead. My cousin said, "Oh, you got big dreams."
That would be nice.
No, I don't see her that being that much of a philanthropist. I I don't know if she got. I don't see that one. And that baby, I'm Ray Charles to that. Mm-mm.
Karina just want to
I
make.
I don't even know if she'll give it 10%. But you could be right. No, I definitely don't think you're right, Amanda B. But I don't even know if she would give it 10%. But maybe maybe.
Let she get her mom to come back and sign the NDA.
Now Rhonda Ballard says yes, you can do that with child support.
Oh, really?
That's what she said. You want me to Google it?
I
And
mean,
maybe y'all know different states got different laws too. Y'all can't forget about that. Every state is not the same.
it
Let
might
me
be.
look
I
up.
don't know. 'Cause laws are so tricky now. You never know.
Okay, let me let y'all see this.
Did you ever look up could a lawsuit make your spouse pay too? Or you didn't look it up?
I can. Single parent or spouse.
Because I see somebody in the comments say their sister is a lawyer, and she said that can't happen. That was way earlier.
Whose sister is a lawyer? Can we get the sister to give us some commentary on a lot of this stuff? Whose sister is a lawyer, Antoinette?
I'm looking at your message now. Somebody said it in the message.
Okay, we need that. Typically, assets before marriage are yours. Assets accumulated during the marriage is considered a community property. Oh, it says now I looked it up per state. It says in Florida, you can seek child support from your child's legal parents or spouse, but you generally cannot seek payments from a parent's new or subsequent spouse, as obligation remains tied to the biological or legal parents. So, in Florida, it says no. So I don't know why she paid it. Maybe she just paid it because she was. Oh, maybe she paid it because they were gonna lock his ass up. Because don't they lock you up if you don't
Yep.
shit? So
Or
shit.
take your license.
Yeah. So I mean, the spouse may have to deal with it one way or another, right? You want your husband in jail? Shit.
Shit, they ain't like my kid daddy up, and he owed me almost 10,000.
Well, I don't know what to say because I know they lock some people up. They
Yeah,
sure do.
lock them up, or take their license.
Take their license. They take their
Mhm.
insurance, and I mean not insurance. Shit.
But
Shit.
you
They
know what Donald Trump trying to reverse that shit.
What did they take, y'all? Oh, income tax check. That's what I was trying to
Oh
say.
yeah,
Income
that
tax.
kind of money they get. Yeah.
Amanda says in the state of Alaska, your spouse gets sued, you both pay up. Mm.
Mm.
Thank you, Timothy Walker, for the 200 Joules MVP. Thank you, Timothy Walker. You've been definitely supporting lately. I appreciate you very, very, very much.
Lynn, you quiet.
Who quiet?
Lynn.
Oh, you know what?
He
I had
forgot.
yes, I did, Lynn. I'm so sorry. I just had to get that last part. I definitely forgot because I don't have y'all on the screen. Let me put y'all back on the screen real quick.
And I had muted myself too.
Oh, okay. Yes, Lynn is here. Go ahead, Lynn. You have the floor.
Oh, but yeah, you and I talked about it before. How we're all on this side because we love Chef.
Mm-hmm.
We're all over here because we care about her and we know how Corina is and all that. But I just wish that Chef had answered when they first sent this. And I know you guys advised her. You guys did the best that you could. You had one person that was ill advising on your team
Mm-hmm.
and, encouraged her to do this or whatever. But, I just hate that it's at this point now. And I just, I know we all love Chef. We all know that Corina is a B. Corina is mean. I think a lot of this is revenge because she doesn't have another chef that can promote this stuff like Chef did. Nobody can do it like Chef did.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of it is revenge or whatever, but I just wish Chef had complied and answered in the beginning and took it more serious. I do. And I don't want anybody to come for me in the chat because again, I love Chef too. But I just wish that we wouldn't be at this point now, I think, if she had responded in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't think it's unreasonable to love someone and still acknowledge what's going on, right? Especially
Right.
she's on social media and there are people that are going to talk about it. um I don't even know if I feel like doing that. Okay, maybe I do. So the crazy thing is, y'all, I no, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'll share for members
Aw.
only. I'll share for members only. Y'all remind me of the members only. Two Jules, thank you so much, Kim. Thank you so much, my love. Um, no, what I was saying is, I think you can definitely love someone and support them and do what you can or whatever, but still acknowledge what's going on, what you are seeing, what you wish would have happened, all of those things, because excuse me, again, if someone else is if someone else, which they are going to because this is public information. This is, everybody can get to it. They're not going to cover it in any kind of love.
Exactly.
They're going to be calling all kinds of names and you this and that or the third or whatever. And so, I do know that there are some people who don't, I guess expand their mind enough to know that you can, love someone and still give an opinion about something, or uh, advise them of things and all of that kind of stuff. And I just wanted to make it also very clear that I've done all of that stuff, so people can stop saying, why didn't you say this and why didn't you do. I mean, y'all act like I'm a billionaire and I can say, well, I'm just gonna do this for you since you ain't doing it. I can't do. She can. I damn sure ain't got it.
Right. And Biker Girl in the comments said Carmen probably would not be at this point if she never filed a lawsuit against Corina. And like I said before, I think she was just ill advised by somebody on her team who encouraged her to go forth with it.
Corina is not making the millions she embezzled from Carmen while working for her, running her books. Ooh. Of course, she is cleaning house. She's going broke. Lord Jesus. Let me see. How are you doing, love? Carmen probably would never be this punished for. Well, not at this point exactly. Biker girl for forever. Not at this point, because again, this didn't have to. I mean, unless Corina would have done it, and we don't know if that would have happened or not. But we wouldn't be at. We don't know, I should say, because maybe Corina could have done it. Um, and like I said, and somebody said they don't know about that. I will try to see like that stuff. I don't even know, y'all, if I can get. I think I had that thing where it was part of the thing was supposed to be for her not to show Carmen or Carmen's likeness. And I remember around that time she was still selling that cookbook with Carmen's whole face on it. So I do remember certain things. I don't know if I have that or not in my records for whoever said they don't know about that. I know about it because I read it and I remember it. But we're here and we don't. It's kind of not even a factor at this point. I wonder if Chef feels like things will just go away. They won't. She just seems to be a person who doesn't handle business well. I get that from her personality. It is not food, it's much more for her. Tootsie Twin, I agree with you as far as her personality. But listen, that's again, listen, even to this day, even though it's frustrating as hell, I still and some even when I say I'm not finna, sometimes you'll get so fed up with telling somebody something where you'll say I ain't finna say shit. Now who can relate to that? Like being real talk, tell somebody
I can.
a thousand things, and then you be like I ain't finna say shit. I still find myself still saying it because I want to at least say I said it,
Yeah.
and so I'm still saying it even though I know. Um, let's see. But I thought you. I'm so confused. Amanda. So Chef started this and didn't have a freaking lawyer. Oh wait, just been Angelina. Where you been? You ain't been paying no attention. Just been Angelia. Corina was the defendant, which means Carmen was the plaintiff, which means Carmen took out the lawsuit. Corina had to defend herself. That is the difference between the plaintiff and the defendant. And Corina did a countersuit, which the counter flipped that portion over. Right now, Carmen would have to defend herself against the counter. But yes, this whole thing was filed by Carmen. Yeah. She said she didn't know this. Yes. I don't know where you been, sweetie, sweetheart, sweetheart. I don't know where you've been, but yes. I guess you wasn't in the beginning of the live too because I showed that there as well. But yes, this was something that was filed by Carmen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And what I will say, if you missed any of this live, please catch that whole replay once we're done. And really, if you missed the first live, which has a similar thumbnail, what was that? 2 days ago, y'all. I'm so bad with days. But you need to catch both lives because I go into detail on every single thing that was in that document. I read the whole. It was like 30 pages. I read all of that. Interrogatories, which is a new word that I now know, which is a legal word that I had. It sounds so weird to me because I kept reading it when I was reading that day. I was like, is that right? And I'm like, I'm like, yeah, that's right. Interrogatories, and I never heard that, but I had an interrogation, you know, um, but I never heard of interrogatories. Let's see. Chef better go lawyer on. She needs and most definitely. Yeah, and at this point, I guess for me, so this conversation has been out there. About okay, well, if she were to file bankruptcy, right? Um, maybe she couldn't put certain stuff in the bankruptcy. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna need the bankruptcy attorney to tell me that. I ain't listen to none of y'all.
Exactly.
And at the very least, they can protect your assets at the very least, where you can't touch nobody's shit. So, and it probably would be the cheapest route to go through, too. So, child, I don't know.
That's what I would do, the bankruptcy thing.
Yeah. Carmen can only move forward now. I wouldn't look back. I would try to get a lawyer to see if they can help facilitate some kind of agreement. And that's the thing too, ABC, they can facilitate the agreement. And it would be cheaper to get the bankruptcy lawyer to do it than it would another lawyer. Because you pay whatever fee the bankruptcy people gonna charge, and you know, they can facilitate all of that. I wouldn't want my assets being seized. Now, mind you, ABC, it's a reason that they said that they want the VIN number and whatever information they requested from her full trailer. They didn't ask that for no reason.
Exactly. 100.
And here's the thing. Uh, 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 let me continue. Um, Angela, yes. Unfortunately. Miss Billy said we only have 164 likes and 444 people on the live. Y'all can't even like the live. Just need to talk to Corina shit. I mean, now just being Angelia. So part of and I don't know if you missed this too. Now, I heard Carmen say, because this wasn't anything I read or anything. I heard Carmen say that I guess throughout their process here recently, there was a request for Carmen to settle for $1 million and issue an apology. And there were a couple of more things that was contingent upon the settlement. I don't know what they were. What I said was I wouldn't be surprised if part of that was not to continue to promote I Got Your Seasoning. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna say for real, for me personally, I would rather file bankruptcy, but I would rather do anything but that.
Period.
Period.
Now that's just
I
me.
wouldn't bow down to that
Period.
nothing.
Now that
Period.
might be just me.
No, that's me too, and
Me
Antoinette.
too.
But,
Because she just want to humiliate.
but let
Yeah.
me tell you something. I leave it out in the middle of the road before I do that.
Mm,
This is me
mm,
now.
mm.
Everybody can do what they want to. At this point, Carmen is going to end up in jail. She is disregarding everything and was talking about is just a judgment. It's her own fault for not taking this seriously. Love me. I would hate to see it. I would hope not to see it. I have given my um advice or whatever you want to call it on that because well, just listen. We pulled up that to ignore a motion to not comply. What was the other one? What was the other one, y'all? Motion of compliance. In order to ignore an order of compliance, I believe it was. And we looked up the ramifications of that. And so listen, um, and listen, let me tell y'all another thing. And I ain't even trying to be funny. It might be a few of y'all who think I am being funny, but I'm gonna tell you something. This Carmen may not even know about any of this if it weren't for my lives. Might not even know about the 7 days.
Lord Jesus.
So I'm coming on the road.
Well, she gonna hear this,
Yeah, I think she on the road, but and
Mm,
then
mm, mm.
hope they gave the right address for
and
them to
so
deliver it.
so they're sending those correspondence via email because they put at the end this has been verified to be have served through email. So they send an email. Carmen, don't check her email. Carmen, don't look at that email. Go look at that email. So, and I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. I'm being actually very serious.
I believe you.
I'm giving the I'm letting you know it's gonna be 7 days. Cause if they sending her an email, mm, mm,
And Corina
yeah,
know that she don't check her emails because she probably wasn't checking them when they was working together.
just me, Angela said I missed that live. Yes, you got to. I would say between this live and the other live, when I first saw the motion to compel, I believe it was. Check out both of those lives. Yeah, Chef need to apologize to Karina because she had the upper hand. So listen, Carolyn Johnson, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not saying that I would be too big to apologize. What I'm saying is, if I had to apologize and owe $1 million, and there were several other things that she wanted, in which I don't know what those things were because again, I just heard Carmen's live and I heard Carmen say that. I would imagine that part of that was promoting. I got the seasoning company. I personally wouldn't do that. Now, if I had to apologize and the whole money went away, or maybe we was down to the lawyer fees, which was I don't know what we're looking at. Maybe I don't know how much lawyer fees was. I want to say in one of those things it may have said what it was. Um, but if I was down to an apology and just lawyer fees, I would apologize then. Me personally, but everybody can shoot. Maybe somebody wouldn't apologize then, but I'm not apologizing and paying $1 million because you know what? You $1 million and 2.4 million, 3 million, whatever is the same to. It's the same to me because I ain't got it. So
Exactly.
I mean, everybody can do what they want to do.
My
Uh,
is what she apologizing for. I mean, what do she have?
she,
What do
I
she
would.
want to apologize for?
It
That's what
was
I want to know too, Antoinette.
it was a live y'all that Carmen
I
did.
apologize for meeting my
Y'all didn't
wife.
hear that? Ain't nobody else heard that live that Carmen did?
What live?
I didn't.
Let me see if I can find
When
the
she was in
chat.
her road?
Y'all know I hate looking for stuff last minute. Did anybody hear that live that Carmen said that I could have settled for $1 million and didn't apologize? Oh, I know what live it was because it says apologize for what or something like that. Let me see what live it was. I'm gonna show y'all right now. I'm gonna show y'all right now what live it was because I think it said like apologize for what. It said something like, oh, right here. Hold on. Hold your damn line. Now this is the fastest I done ever damn found something. Y'all know I can't damn find nothing. Hold on. Oh wait, can y'all hear? I think y'all can hear in a second.
Good morning,
Y'all can hear? She said good morning. When?
I had muted, but yes, I can hear. I can hear.
Okay,
I can hear.
okay. I think this is it. I think this is it.
all I can say is God is good, and
All the time.
Oh
never
wait,
apologize for something that
I don't need that music in my thing. Okay, let's see if we can break it up several times. She don't need to apologize.
you know you wasn't wrong for.
For you know you wasn't wrong. Somebody is singing in that background that I know I don't need in my life.
That's the situation.
That's the situation. Maybe if I keep talking in between the bars to the song, it won't put the damn hell through. The hell kind of shit is
It
that?
ain't me.
Y'all who do not create content, y'all don't understand. No, seriously, your whole life we be taking. Let me tell you something. You mean to tell me I do a whole live and I play 10 seconds of this Negro song and they talking about all my live go to him? You was a fucking
I
lie.
know that's right.
You was a fucking lie.
And that's why some people do it because you know you can't play that live. So you put music in the back of it.
I'm gonna let y'all hear little by little. We're gonna go. We're gonna. Let me see what we're gonna do.
I was in when I went to court. I was off.
Look, Latrice Allen used to yell through hers. I remember she used to be looking a damn fool. This bitch would go to the grocery store. They playing music. She be in this. She don't give a fuck though. Be in the grocery store hollering so the damn live, so the Facebook can't hear the damn music. I said, this is a damn plum fucking fool right here.
Offered $1 million settlement. Pay her about $10,000 a month.
$10,000 a month, $1 million settlement. Y'all heard that part?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let's see.
And apologize.
Okay, you heard apologize?
Mm-hmm.
Because we about done with this.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee we about done with this in this music. You heard $1 million, which is broken out to $10,000 a month, and apologize. But then she finna say some more things, which I don't know what those other things were.
It was two other things.
Two other things. What were those two other things? What were those two other things? We're done with that.
Mm-hmm.
We're done with that.
I guarantee is promote her season.
That's what I said, Antoinette.
And don't bring your season out. See, and that's what Corina was scared of, that when Chef bring her season out, she just outdo her.
Now that would make sense. Well, not to saying that she's scared, but it would make sense if she said, "Don't bring it." I mean, wait. What was the first one?
Promote her seasons.
Promote her seasons and another non-compete. That would make good sense for Corina's behalf.
Yeah.
Because Antoinette, you might be on
sign an NDA that you won't bring out no season.
Go ahead, Antoinette.
No,
Antoinette,
I said
you better solve this. You better solve this.
solve it, Antoinette.
That's the only two things I can think of.
But you see what happens when you change the smoke detector, you can get some clarity.
I'm dead. I am so dead right now.
I can't stand him.
You don't hear that fucking beeping every fucking 5 seconds. You can think clear. Look at you. Look how you done.
No, look at God.
Oh shit.
The smoke detector on my phone loses.
Oh girl, your phone is doing amazing. The smoke detector might be fucking up the phone at this point because you've been on here, ain't fell off yet. Let me knock on some wood.
I know, right? Both of us though. Both of us. Right, exactly. Both of us.
Honey, it might have triggered the whole thing.
Oh
honey.
hell no.
It's a scheme that Todd set up to bring you back to bullshit.
I'm screaming at you fooling.
So y'all hadn't heard that. And so that's what I said. I wonder what the other two things were. She said a couple more things. I don't even know if it was two.
Right.
But I'm with you, Antoinette. Now I believe you could be very much so correct.
So do I.
I do believe that, honey. Y'all support the channel if you can. I understand sometimes you can't look like the night one of them nights, honey. Especially, honey, let me give a shout out to, hold hold on. Let me tell y'all something, honey. Bless my entire soul. Bless my month. Oh, she was Anon. Dang on it. I can't even tell you who it was. She was Anon. Bless my soul. Bless my life. Bless my month. Bless my finances, honey. Baby, I was able to give a loan out and I got it back already. Ooh, that was a blessing,
That was a
honey.
blessing.
That was a blessing. And you
God
remember
is
I said,
good.
I don't know if you hit the number or if you just got money. I mean, she always sends a nice size cash out, but honey, baby, I don't know if I on a random day. I can't remember if I've gotten a cash out that big on a random day.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
but it made you sing.
Baby, amazing. And
Did y'all see Lena in Nandy's chat the other night? Did y'all see Lena in
somebody sent it to me.
I didn't see
Mhm.
it.
Well, one thing will say, it doesn't look like she's commenting negatively that I've seen. Unless
Yeah.
y'all seen it. So, I guess she's trying. Love Me says she always disrespecting the law. Remember what she said about the judge before? She's thinks she's untouchable, but now she sees she can't even file bankruptcy because there's a judgment. So this is the thing, Love Me. I don't know. I do know that I've heard them say that the way that the settlement was structured or the judgment was structured, that some of those things you cannot include in bankruptcy. And I don't know if that's all of them, some of them, whether it's not worth it because of the amount, whatever. I would have to do a consultation, and the bankruptcy judge would have to tell me.
Oh,
Okay,
somebody
somebody's
calling.
calling in, child.
Let
Oh,
me
child.
mute. Let me mute and shut it.
Oh, child. And they calling in from an unknown number, so you know they're finna talk some shit. Hey, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
this is Darnell. You're on the live with everybody. What's your name? You can give us a fake name or whatever you want to give us, and where you
Oh
calling.
no, no, I'm love me.
Oh, this is Love Me. Okay, hey, look, hey, boo. How are
Well,
you?
I just wanted to say something.
Okay.
I like Carmen,
Mm-hmm.
but Carmen has been very arrogant, and I don't know. She doesn't listen to you guys. She
Look,
doesn't listen to no one.
real quick, I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure y'all can hear Love Me, right? Because I don't want her to go on and tell what she's
No, no,
saying
I'm,
and
I'm
y'all
not
can't
gonna
hear
be.
her. Y'all can hear her,
I'm not
right?
gonna.
We can't on the panel.
Yeah.
I don't know about in the chat.
Okay, so yeah, they can hear you. I just want to make sure. Okay, go ahead, Love.
Yeah, I'm just saying. To me, it just feels like she doesn't want to listen to you guys, like the people that are
Trying to help.
you and you know, the regulars, you guys,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you and the rest of your crew.
Mm-hmm.
And she just goes on live and she doesn't know when to like shut up. Like you can't go on
Hmm?
live and say it's just a piece of paper, it's just a judgment because they all see that. I believe that Corina only did that because of the way she was going on the live saying, "Oh, she'll never see a piece of paper, she'll never see a dime, you know what I mean? Like I don't know."
I feel you on that. I would say I disagree with that, Love Me, and of course we're just both giving our opinions.
Mhm.
I think when Karina paid, well, I don't know how much she paid. It seemed like somewhere I read she paid $100,000 for her attorney. I know I remember her saying the attorney was $500 an hour. So I don't think that she would have been willing to put out that money and not pursue to the fullest some form of her getting at least that back and probably not even just that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think she would have been willing to spend that money willy nilly without pursuing it. And that's just me.
So, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, have you spoken to her? Have you told her?
To who?
Like to Carmen, like maybe this is not the way you should go on live and say things like that because
Yes.
I don't know. I just feels like she doesn't listen. She doesn't
Yeah.
care. Like she
She don't. I mean, she.
and it's sad
Carmen
because she.
told y'all she's a grown woman, right? And she does what she want to do. So yes, That's what I say
because
because
that see
sometimes,
the
and I'm
thing
not
where
saying you're on the other side of me, but I'm saying some people from the
no,
other
no, I'm
side,
I'm not on nobody's side. I'm just on
some
everybody's side.
people from the
You know what
other
I mean?
side,
Like
they always say, "Well, if you was her friend and you would have said it's
no, not
they
just you.
have
I'm not
my
just talking
phone."
about you.
No,
I'm
no, I
talking
got
about it
you.
just in general.
I got you. I got you. But yes, I say even I don't know if you was on earlier. I asked people, have you ever told a friend, an associate, whoever, so much stuff they never listen, whatever, to where the fact you said I ain't telling you shit else. You know what I'm saying? Like basically you're saying you're fed up with trying to tell them something. And I said I
Yeah,
still find myself doing it, but I'm
yeah.
freer from it now. I don't have like I used to be upset about it. You know what I'm saying? Like especially when it came and when it backfired, I'm like, I probably was
Well, at
that
this
hey,
point, there's nothing you can
I
do.
probably was
This,
an I told you so person. But now I'm freer about it.
yeah,
Once I say it, I know I did my part that I can do and I'm done with it. That's all I can do.
and that's all you can do. I just think like a lot of people don't understand that. Like you just explained everything. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you can talk to somebody, you can tell them until you're blue in the face. They're not going to listen to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not your fault. It's not no one's fault. It's pretty much. I just feel bad for her. I feel bad because right now, like there's absolutely nothing she can do. Like she can't do anything. She can't get a lawyer right now. She can't appeal this stuff. She can't do anything.
You know,
And if you follow the law, I mean, I don't want to
no, go
say
ahead.
too much, but what's going to end up happening is that I think she has until a certain date. I think like 7 days left.
Mm-hmm.
Some,
Friday.
yeah, and she has to show all the proof, all the stuff, and she doesn't have the time. What is she going to do? That's why I said I prayed to God that she doesn't. Okay, but it's not looking right. It's not looking good for her at all. And she's not, like I said, she's
And
not taking it
see,
serious.
I'm sorry, let me Judy Jones, um she's so I'm gonna say this. Um One, as I and Judy Jones, I don't know if I remember kind of seeing you around or not. I'm not quite sure. But I want to say this. For one, I don't ever need to know if anybody's live. But I'm gonna say this. I try very hard to be careful with my words. And I'm going to go listen to whatever live that you're talking about. Um and I don't want to be painted in a picture of that. Okay? And so as I'm always trying to be careful with my words and if everybody just willy-nilly because I can prove how good of a friend I've been. And I can
But
also and I can
you
also
don't.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna just say this. I can prove how good of a friend I've been. And I can also I'm just not even gonna get into the opposite side of that. So I'm not even gonna get into that. What I'm gonna say is over here, I don't need to know if nobody's live because I'm live, right? And when I'm finished with my live, if whoever want to go wherever they want to go, they can go. But right now I'm live, and so I don't. Maybe you're slightly new, and that's fine. But I'm gonna go. I am after I'm live. After I'm on live, I'm gonna go see what you're talking about because I.
Well, see that's the thing. I think a lot of Carmen's supporters, right? They're not gonna they're not gonna say anything. They see stuff that she does that's wrong, and they don't say nothing. You know. But you, they're probably gonna say, oh, you're going against her because you do. No, it's not.
Yes, they
But you're telling
will.
the truth, though. You want like tell the truth. everybody knows that she's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's not a child.
And what's
Everybody,
frustrating about that, Love Me, is when so many things could have been avoided, and you have, like, I'm not saying I'm Cleo or whoever, or psychic or whatever, but you all will be really surprised. I can really give good advice. I really have good insight on stuff. I really can a lot of times see the end before it gets here. I'm actually really gifted when it comes to those things. And if I have proven myself to be gifted in those things over and over and over again, I don't understand. I just don't. But listening to this one other person, but listening to this one other person who had a quote unquote title, who was
and what's
feeding
that other person on the other? Where's she? Hmm.
who was feeding you bullshit and leading you down to bullshit and advising you of bullshit.
Well, I think you're doing the right thing. I think a lot of the supporters needed to hear your live today because I think some people have blinders on and they don't want to see they don't want to see things for what it is. But Carmen is a grown woman. She makes her own decisions. And it's like she does things and then it's like she expects people to just pat her on the back. Oh, it's okay. It's okay for you to do this. Oh, it's okay because of supporters. I mean, you can love somebody, but you can
Just be
you should
truthful, be
always tell
honest.
the truth.
DeAndre Washington, and that's why I limited my verbiage when it came to that, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. So thank you for that. I appreciate you for that.
Well, go ahead. It was nice talking to you. I love watching you.
Oh,
And
okay. Well, nice talking to you as well. Listen, everybody is welcome to give their opinion. Just be respectful. Love Me has been very respectful. And this is how you can communicate and get your point across. Don't come over here talking about no bald heads and no whatever else,
and
y'all.
just for the record, I don't trust Corina. I
Oh,
don't. I don't. I have my own opinions about her, but I can talk about her on another live.
so y'all
But
know,
today, I just
Love Me is a real one for that. And here's the thing: you can be able to tell the truth on both people. You can disagree with things that both people do. What do you want to call it? Not individually. Why is all my words escaping me? Like each moment in time, each topic or each thing that is done, you can have an opinion on what both people did. Maybe one was right, maybe one was wrong, maybe both was wrong. And that's going to be your opinion. And you can be able to back your opinion up with whatever you feel and what they did and what they said.
so.
And
Do you want me to tell you why I don't trust her?
if you want to, I'm willing. I'm interested in hearing.
I just don't trust her because she is very conniving. I feel like she's not so much conniving. She's very calculated,
Oh, extremely calculated.
and
She's a Leo, if that helps
she
anybody, or
she
if
she
that means
knows what she's doing.
anybody.
She knows what she's
Well,
doing.
damn, Donnell.
She
Oh,
knows
I'm sorry,
exactly what
Lynn.
she's doing. But yeah. Well, y'all have a good night.
All right, you as well, but
Um, y'all pray for Carmen because she's gonna need all the prayers and just people, please, just tell the truth.
yeah, just tell
You
the
can
truth.
love her and just tell her if
And
she does
and
something wrong.
also, what Love Me is saying when she says that is because I do see sometimes where there's this, like, this fluff or this cloud of, oh, you haven't done nothing wrong, and then there's this. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But I don't think it helps. Don't think it
And
helps.
and, and I mentioned something before I hang up. I mentioned something about the judge. Do you guys remember when she went live and she was talking crazy about the judge, about how the judge did all this? Do you remember that live? If anybody brings that up,
Mm,
she did a live that she was talking crap about the judge. and the
Somebody
judge's
just
decision.
said this. Could you remember what she said? Somebody just told me this earlier. I don't think I remember that live, no. But somebody else
Yeah,
just said the same thing. So you gotta be telling them because somebody else told me this earlier, but I don't remember. Do you remember what she said?
um, she was pretty much like talking bad about the judge, saying that the judge was. I forget the words that she said, but if I find that live, I'll send you a clip of it.
Okay, okay.
Um, but imagine if somebody like sent the
That to
judge
the judge,
that
yeah.
live,
Hmm.
and the judges all work together.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of this, love me, this wasn't even the same judge that did this 7 days instead of 10.
No, it was with Nandy.
Oh, you talking about the judge was fat and big or something?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I got you. I remember that.
But
Yeah.
these judges are all connected. Like you have to remember that. Like I don't know, just I wish she would hold herself accountable for the and just know stuff that she says sometimes. I don't know. I just
Mhm.
feel like she's very lost right now. She's feeling some type of way, and that's probably the way that she's going to cope with things is just by lashing out, but not really understanding that there's consequences in everything you do and say, and But I don't know. I just pray for the best, I guess.
Yeah, you know what the reality of it is for me that, and it's similar to what you're saying. Um, You know what's a good example of this for those who had watched Dawn and Robert Hampton's sister Dawn or whatever. She had gone to jail at least 3 times for Brianna, which is Latruth's baby. Well, Latruth's ex-wife, maybe. I think they were married. I
Hmm.
don't know. So she had gone to
Yeah.
jail 3 times against Brianna or whatever, and and within a very short period of time, like 60 days or whatever. Now, I feel like this is a good example of this because it is for someone. Okay, so she comes on, she feels like she's freedom of speech, this, whatever, whatever. And there's so many caveats in everything. There's so many twists and loopholes and whatever. And I'm not saying that I know them all, but what I am saying is that what I tried to advise Dawn, but she probably didn't hear me or didn't listen to it or whatever. You're in a small town. You're in a town where they don't even give you the option to come and present your case. They take the person's word and what they're saying only and listen to what they're saying. And if they feel like you did it, they issue a warrant. Most
But
of
you
the
always that
most of
that
the newer cities, they will take that person's thing if they feel like it has any credibility. They will summon you to come to court. So they gotta find you. You gotta come to court to bring your side of that before they make a decision.
I'm glad you brought her up because she is actually a perfect example
Good example right
if
now,
you
yes.
if
So
you
you're
think
just
about it,
so
right?
you're talking because you feel like you have your freedom of speech. You feel like you can say this. So you went to jail one time.
But you
Okay.
also know that she
Lesson
was.
lesson that you could have learned. Went to jail again. Lesson that you could have learned. Then you come back. You're still talking about her. You're thinking you can not say her name, but it's whatever, whatever. But you're still in this place. And I
But
remember
do
her
you rem-
saying, one second. And I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna turn it over to you. I remember her saying the Sheriff James she thought was her friend. I'm like, Sheriff James
the
is not
cop,
your
the
friend.
cop, right?
Yeah,
The
the
cop.
sheriff.
That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
that is not
that's
your friend. That is not your friend. You
that's
what?
what I was gonna say to
How
you.
well do you know him? Bitch, you must know him well enough that you know his name, and his name ain't even James. When I
And
looked up
you went to turn yourself in. You went over there to go pick
to
up your
no,
warrant or
no,
whatever.
no, she went over there one time to fill out some paperwork. So she thought, and so my point of all of that was saying there's so many ways somebody can get you trapped up. We're living in a
Yeah.
world, we're living in a place where there's so many ways to get trapped up. At the very least, at the very, very, very least, be open to listen to people who can advise you or give you some good advice and who can lay it out before you what is could happen. And they are making sense when they lay it out before you, who can tell you, like right now, I see this, they're trying to get you locked up. Who can tell you that in case you don't see that, be open to those people at the very least. If you have anybody who even cares to tell you these things, but you can't. We're some of us are black people, and I'm not even saying that it's limited to us because we're living in a lot of places. They don't give a damn if you're black or white. They lock your ass up,
Right.
and so a lot of things can be avoided. And I even said to Don, well, no, I've said this, and I don't know if I said this to Don. I said those previous things to Don about in that small town. If you want to talk that much shit, you might need to relocate. You might need
Exactly.
to relocate where nobody knows my name. So
You
they
know,
gotta find you to give you the papers. If you want to still
and
talk that much shit,
another thing that I want to say to you, and I don't know how to say it
just say
in a
it.
way that no, I know you'll understand what I'm saying, but others might not. So I have to
I
kind of
respect that.
kind of put it in a way that
Organize
it'll
it.
be
Go ahead and get it organized.
so they can understand it too. Uh, because I feel like a lot of people they just have a projection in their head of something and they believe it just because they say it. And like you've been saying, and you said it in a nice way. Carmen took BL to court. She's the one who took her to court.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
other people, I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, that no, it's no, she took her to court." Corina kind of, countersued,
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
she should have never did that. And I'm sure they know that you advised her not to do
I
it.
want to say
And
this
I'm sure
real quick too. It's just certain pauses, just real quick, love me. I want to say this. I wasn't the only one who advised her not to. Everybody advised
that's
her
what I'm
not to,
saying.
except for
That's
the
what I'm
other one
saying.
person. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, um, but they don't understand that. They just because she won because she had a good lawyer. You know what I mean? That's the only reason she won. If she walked in there without a lawyer, I'm sure the stuff would have been thrown out, dismissed,
Or
whatever.
it would have been so, it could have been so even, because again, for whoever earlier said what, I don't know about that, I saw the documents. There are so many sub documents that you all didn't see. There was agreements that you all didn't see, that was not, I don't know if they were in the court. Maybe some of them was in the court's paperwork, but there absolutely was an agreement for Corina to stop using Carmen's image and likeness. I remember reading that. I remember that was there. So when she cut out her head, maybe she thought that was the fulfillment of that. And what I'm saying is maybe Carmen's lawyer could have argued that that wasn't the fulfillment of that. That you're still, that her hand is also her image and likeness.
Yeah.
So it definitely, I do not believe that it would have been the same outcome if a lawyer was present. There's a reason why, especially this big of a case. This is not 45. Let me put my shit out there. This is not $4,500. Okay, that which I had a judgment against me, which anyway,
Yeah.
this is not that. Okay, and I'm not Carmen. Carmen, I wish that I can make the money that Carmen has or is making. has or is. Maybe she had. Maybe she don't make it no more. I don't know. Because at this point, you need to come. I don't make. I don't got. I don't. I, don't- I'm at a deficit. I'm in the red. Shit. At this point, every time I come on, bitch, I'm in the red. But anyway, so I don't. You can't pursue me the way that you can pursue Carmen.
Right.
You just can't. And I am not ashamed of saying that. I'm just aware. I'm very self-aware. I'm very honest. And so by me saying that, there there are several, and this is part of the problem. I'm finna put it in a bow. Carmen has said that she sometimes didn't know that she was as big as she is, or that she don't know why she is as big as she is, or why she's whatever. But now, when 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 we know that she is, and still could be, if there were certain things put in place, if there were certain things that could be avoided being done, if there were certain moves to make or whatever. But maybe
Uh-huh.
until she sees it, and then until she sees it, maybe, whatever, because it don't do no good for us to know, and for to try to advise you. And the reason we're telling you not to do this is because you are a name, and you are a brand, or you could recover, you could recoup at some point. And especially, I'm talking about some years ago when we first got into this. You um we're trying to help you redo yourself, and get yourself. But there are certain parameters, certain things you shouldn't cross, things you shouldn't say. So when we tell you, don't say this, don't do that, and you just go do it, and you just whatever. So you don't, I guess, realize how big you are and whatever. And all of these things are things that are making or breaking you. You may not see it, you may not understand it, you may not get it, but if you are a brand, then there's certain expectations that are expected of you. And I am just now of the realization that I can't. I mean, you're gonna do what you want to do. You're gonna do what you want to do. And so I want to say a couple more things, and then and there's an expiration. Sometimes I should say there's an expiration date to how long people
Mm-hmm.
hang on to what they thought of you, or how long they're willing for you to get it right, or whatever that is, whatever people have as their expiration date. So you could be potentially losing people
Yep.
all the time. They're having their expiration dates from all of the things that are transpiring on and on and on. And so then at a certain point, you might look around and wonder, why is it so different than it was before?
It's just like when you have a friend, right? Say you have like a best friend, right? And you know your best friend is going down the wrong path, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have conversations, you have conversations, you have conversations, you have conversations, and it doesn't change. It'll change maybe for the day or for the week, and then they go back and they do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
exhausting.
It's
It's
exhausting.
exhausting.
Very much so.
Okay. And then you have other people, they're like, why are you keep why do you extend yourself? Why are you keep doing this? Why are you, you know, like they gotta learn. It's like, they gotta learn, they gotta fall flat on their face. But
Mm-hmm.
you continue to I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to be very careful on what I
No, I
say
got you, and I am too. So I'm right there with you. I
because I know
will.
I know how like the audience, how they are
Yeah,
sometimes one sided,
yeah. But no,
and
I'll respond to
they miss
that
no, but like they mistake what you're saying for something
for
else.
condemnment or from that you don't like them or for hate or whatever.
Oh, like you're turning on them.
And which we do have to, we do have to be careful because sometimes we have had people to come over and try to slick talking or whatever. But I feel you, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
For
So I
me,
mean,
what I will say about that is, well, there's a certain factor that I probably won't say about that.
right.
Um, but I think when, okay, I'll put a couple of things together.
Sometimes it just gotta be
You know
done.
how you said,
You
okay,
just gotta be done. That's it.
Karina is, you said some things about Karina, right? So
Mhm.
she's smart. She's very smart in a lot of ways. She's very calculated in a lot of ways, right?
Very, very.
And part of it in the beginning for me is knowing that and knowing that it wasn't an equal match. And that's
Right.
just, and so there were things that I felt like I could to try to advise that would have
Mhm.
helped equal the playing field, but if you're not going to do them, then it's not. And so that was part of it for me, equaling the playing field because it's an uneven fight. That was part of it for me. Another part for me was okay, yes, okay, like um there's a piece that I'm not gonna say, and I'm just not gonna say it.
Right.
But sometimes I have a special um sometimes I have more patience with certain people than I may have with others. And so to me she fell into that category of people who I would have more patience with or understanding of, or to try to see if I could, or spending extra time to try to get them to see this and that and the third. And so I did it for just a long time. And I just at some point realized, you can't control a person. You can only advise them and they're going to do what they want to do. And even though there have been, 10 times that you've advised them of something and you were right, and it's come to pass that you were right, and that they even complain about you saying that you were right, I'm trying to give you the track record for myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe you could say, oh, there was 10 times. Maybe by the 11th time I'll listen. But anyway, um, and so it and so for to answer your question, I think that sometimes you don't easily you overexert yourself into a situation, and sometimes you don't easily give up on that situation because also you can see how the person could, especially in the beginning, bounce back. There definitely could have been a stronger bounce back, but there were certain things that needed to be implemented. There were certain things that had need to be not been done. There were certain things that would have not been said. There were certain things, whatever, and all of the while, everybody, not just me. I'm not just saying myself. I'm saying all of us who were the A team, and I'm not even going to exclude the other person. Sometimes they was in there trying, but sometimes they were countering and not helping. Um, but I think you want to when you want to say that you gave it your best. Oh, this is gonna bring it home because we talked about this, nosy neighbors, some lives ago. That sometimes I have an issue with people saying I tried my best or I did my best. Did you really? So the overextension that people feel like I had or that we had in trying to help or trying to redirect or trying to whatever is is us saying that we tried our best. And I think before you say you tried your best, there should be some time there, you know. So maybe
Yeah.
somebody feels like if it's an overextension of time that we tried our best. Some people may feel like we didn't try, we didn't do nothing.
Well, I feel like you did your best, but sometimes, you know, you just gotta let things play out because, you know, I don't know how to explain it anymore. But anyways,
But no, I got what you were
um,
saying.
I'll be watching your live,
Well,
and
thank you, boo.
hope you have a good night, and I hope things work out for the best.
All right. And I enjoyed your subliminal conversation. I understood every word, and
Okay.
you're welcome anytime to come over. So I thank you for coming on.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, you as well.
Bye bye.
That was Love Me. Let me see. Lynn, you have anything to come back behind that conversation?
I enjoyed her perspective. I really did. Um, and I think like we have to just normalize that we're all over here for Carmen, and it's okay for us to have our opinion. We don't have to necessarily always agree. You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom line is we all still love her, but we can say our thoughts on it. Like you said earlier, we can still love her or whatever. We can have our thoughts, and that's how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm. Antoinette.
Yes. I just want to say, everybody, not that we don't know what Chef got behind the door. She might have got her a lawyer now. We don't know that. But everybody just assuming because she didn't have a lawyer with Corina, she ain't got a lawyer now. She might have a lawyer because when I talked to her, it seemed like she was on the right path of getting her stuff together. But like I say, everybody have their own opinion. But just don't
Mm-hmm.
count Chef out yet.
All right. Well, we appreciate that aspect, and Antoinette, I ain't gonna even. I'm not even gonna have a rebuttal for it. I will. I'm gonna shut the. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I just
because
You
want
know
to
what
say,
my
always say. I'm
hey,
sorry. I'm
you know
sorry.
what my mama and my grandma say? Just keep on living.
Hmm.
Lord.
Hmm. Hmm. And everybody in the chat is like, and we're all on the same page. We
Yeah,
all, like Darnell said, we all are like-minded. You know what I'm saying? We all are here because of our support for Chef. No
yeah.
matter whatever happens, I would never be on the another side other than this one. That's just the bottom line. But we can still express our opinions, and we can say that we
Right.
disagree. You know what I'm saying? We can say that we disagree with Chef. We can say we don't like the fact that Chef didn't respond. We can say that and still love her in the same sense.
In the
You know
same
what I'm
way.
saying?
Yeah.
We have to normalize. We're all in the same group. We're all nosy neighbors, but we can have opinions against Chef. Bottom line, we can.
I'm always gonna tiptoe around Judy Jones. The smart people, well, I shouldn't say that. Smarter people can dissect and understand what I'm saying, and I apologize if somebody can't understand and dissect what I'm saying.
What they
I
want you
gotta
to
get in the
say.
chat. I gotta get in the chat. What the hell, Judy Jones saying?
I mean, what they want you to say. Oh, Chef didn't listen to me, so I'm done with it. That's what they want you to say.
I mean, it's clear that like I said, I'm going to tiptoe because
That's your
I
friend.
we can agree to disagree. Yeah, we can agree to disagree. Yes, Amanda. I'm going to tiptoe. Donnell, please just stay who you are. She has faults, but we still with her. Yes,
Amen.
Sheila, absolutely. I'm sure you did, Darnell, and not all people will listen. But yeah, I'm gonna. It's wild that the people expect personal conversations that are had in private that needs to be their
Mm-hmm.
damn business, and exactly. And so this is that. That's a valid thing. And so yes, I'm gonna tiptoe because everything that is said privately doesn't have to be said publicly or shouldn't be
Right.
said publicly.
Exactly.
And so yes, I will generally say I said everything I need to say. I don't have to say I said this and I said that and I said this. I think you did your best too.
But
I'm
you've
still
been saying that for
understanding.
years. I told Carmen, even Tate told Carmen, but Carmen have a mind of her own.
That's right.
At the end of the day, you can tell Carmen whatever you want to. That's anybody. You can tell me what you want to tell me. But if I decide I want to do it my way, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna listen to your advice, but I'm gonna do it my way
And
if
even
that's what I want to do.
and here's the thing, Carmen has come on herself and said, "I'm a
Right.
grown ass woman, and can't nobody
Tell her what to do.
tell me what to do." So what's the difference, or what's the I don't know what's the issue.
And she's
Everybody have
also
their own.
said she's
Go
also
ahead.
said y'all told her stuff and she didn't listen. She said
Yeah,
that too.
Well, thank you for that.
yeah. Especially on the gambling stuff. Y'all done told her about
Yeah.
that, and
Like, yeah, they told me or whatever, but I didn't listen.
you
You know what I'm saying?
know,
They
but
told me or whatever, but we love her anyway. We
But
love her
it has to
anyway.
take something to hit you to understand. Damn, I should have listened, or I'm just to change
Hmm.
my ways.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But sometimes it takes years to understand that.
Right. And
And I
we're
don't care
here.
how old you are.
That's right, Antoinette. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
And also, and I hate to say it, and I'm more so talking about I've witnessed family and people, and the longer you live, you're gonna realize some people are gonna leave this whole earth, and whatever lesson you thought they should have learned,
They
they won't be done learned it.
That's
Right.
right.
and
Exactly.
and and you don't never know when your expiration date is, so you don't know how long you have to learn a lesson.
And I guarantee everybody on here have a grandmother that, if you young, if you older, had a grandmother that was stuck in her own ways,
Ways.
Hmm.
and you can't change that.
That's
Yes,
so true.
Antoinette. And to some degree, now I'm not calling nobody grandma, but I'm saying to some degree, for some grandmother, depending on how whatever they were, some of them, if you want to say they died, some of them died a fool,
Yeah,
Hmm.
died a fool.
Hmm.
yeah.
That is so true.
They said tiptoeing through tulips, baby. Pinky toe, big toes. My whole body as big as it is. I'm standing up on two big toes, tiptoeing through the tulips.
What is that?
Antoinette,
My grandkids, let me mute the phone. They looking at TV.
Oh, oh, sorry.
okay, so that it's already too much on her. I can't even imagine what she feels and is going through. F these people, she family. Exactly. And thank you, Sheila, for being a nosy official nosy neighbor. Yeah, and so I will continue to and as much as the frustration with it, I will continue if I see something or if I whatever, I'll continue to just say, hey, this is what I see, this is what I see happening, and be done
Mm.
with it. But I want to let y'all know this too. At a certain point, it was you I've seen some of y'all say this is making me sick or whatever. At a certain point, closer to the beginning of this, I would be upset so much where my stomach would be fucking hurting behind some of this shit.
I'm so glad you got past that, Darnell.
And I'm fucking enraged or whatever about some of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to realize that I can't, I'm more upset than the fucking person is.
See?
And for the last
See?
3 years, it was like that.
I'm so glad you and Penny both got past that point.
And so, what do I look like being physically upset about something? Everybody else, oh, easy breezy, peace. And so, I had to get to where I was not physically upset because I am a person that, especially as I've gotten older, it's just shit that can be avoided. We can avoid a lot of shit with the brain that we have being older if we want to. Now, when you was 10 and 12 and 20, hell, even give 30. But in these big ages we get into, it's a lot of shit we can avoid. And I was a person where I would get frustrated that I have told you how to avoid it, and then here we are in the middle of the bullshit. And I had to relieve myself of that. I can't care more than you do. I can't. I cannot.
And then we
And
don't know how deep Lena was in her ear.
oh, she was in her ass.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. We don't, you and Tay and Penny and Lisa probably gave her advice, but that damn Lena is manipulator, and we don't know what she done told Chef or what she was in Chef's ear and said for Chef to, keep on listening to her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let
And
me
but
see.
the only way Chef and her broke up is when she went on that rant about Tay. What if she didn't go on that rant about Tay?
Yeah, we probably would have still been dealing with some
Dealing
bullshit.
with that, yeah.
Keita, when's your birthday, love? I'm gonna try to make sure I'm on. I hopefully I'll be on the rest of this. I tried to be on every day, but there were some days that I think it was just one day. I don't know, maybe a couple of days that I wasn't on. Um, just say it, Darnell. Her lawyer's on speed dial. I don't mess with people like that. They're no good. Exactly, Dorothy Washington. This lady is so happy, trigger so happy, and has the money to pursue it. That's not a person you want to easily mess with unless you have all your ducks in a row. Chef Carmen says she's gonna take it to the grave. Hmm?
And with Corina, she gonna have to have a lawyer because she have a company, so she gonna
Wait,
have a lawyer on speed dial.
wait, is it her birthday? She said. I thought she said it was almost her birthday. Can I
She
not?
did.
I must can't see.
Darnell, I'm gonna jump back in the chat because I gotta go take care of my boo and go upstairs with him.
What
Not in that
boo?
kind of way.
It's about your man, and you gotta take care of him and go upstairs with
No,
him.
no, I'm about to go. I'm
Oh
about to
my
walk upstairs with
god.
him.
Well, yes,
That did not sound right.
you
That
gotta
did
get
not
off
sound
me
right.
for that
Stop. That
because
did not sound right.
yes, otherwise this would be a whole different line. We need to go to a different platform than YouTube if we were gonna witness and be able to hear that.
That did not come out right. I did not mean it like that, but
Now
I
we
am
do
getting
love
ready
us.
to.
We love us a good what them chat line. We love us a good chat line, phone, little chat line, little some in the background. But
All
we
I had
can.
to do, all I had to do was say, Darnell, I'm gonna get ready to go back in the chat. But Darnell, I'm gonna call you tomorrow because I got something to, not juicy, but something to mention to you tomorrow. So I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
Okay, but have a
Okay, love
good
y'all. Good night,
time.
Antoinette. Good night, guys.
Okay, good night.
All
My
right,
mom
bye-bye.
always told me you can't carry everybody's load. Every tub got to sit on its own bottom. Oh, that's a good one, Miss Carrie. Every tub got to sit on its own bottom. Now, did Keita say it's her birthday? It was almost her birthday. I still didn't get that quite yet. I appreciate it. So, is it Keita's birthday or almost her birthday? Ain't nobody gonna tell me. Oh, midnight tonight will be her birthday. She's starting the Virgo Nation first. So, Keita, you. Oh, it's almost. Are we gonna be? Oh, my eyes starting to glitch out again. I gotta take these contests out. Oh, we about 26 minutes into midnight. Well, Keita, I'm gonna sing your birthday song before we get off of here. Wait, now somebody said in a few hours. Now, is it in a few hours or is it midnight? Y'all gotta stop this.
But where you
We are
at gonna be
sleeping almost
midnight?
over, but I'm still celebrating. And listen, I don't have anything against Leos, y'all. I was saying earlier, Leos are strong-minded people, and that's another thing. So some people may not pay attention to zodiac signs, but you might should just a little bit or maybe a lot. I don't know a lot of zodiac signs, but I think I know the important ones. And Leos are very strong-minded people. And what I was saying, but I probably didn't say it. That's another person you probably want to be careful going against. Okay. All right. Let me say that. Very strong-minded people. Penny said, "I was raised with a male Leo. He got on my nerves, but I love his ass." Right, Denise. Virgos. Yes, Leos are strong people. We on our way. Let's go, Virgo. So wait.
So what is a Libra? I'm a Libra. I don't do the zodiac sign.
See, I don't know too much about Libras. We need to get. We need to.
Actually, I'm a Libra slash Scorpio because I'm at the end.
Yo,
23rd.
we could get somebody on here that can tell us all this stuff, but honey, y'all be talking about this witchcraft and shit.
Oh Lord.
That's right, Carmelita. Y'all be talking about this witchcraft. I don't think this. You know what I do think? I think that you know what I do think, y'all. I think that some of the things that we were told that is witchcraft or against us are things that people wanted us not to investigate or study in, or maybe they were things that we were supposed to know to help us, and they put that against us. Because how many people, especially the older people here, how many of y'all were told not to look up at the sky? Is that just something that I
Oh
remember?
yeah, I was told that.
How many? Can we put a 77 in the chat? How many people was told not to look up in the sky? You were gonna get a sty or some
A star in your
a
eye. Yeah.
star in your eye. Put a number 77 in the chat. How many people were told not to look up at the sky? I'm very curious about this one. Carmen can afford a bankruptcy attorney. They don't cost as much as the other lawyers. That's what I said, Ms. Eula. It'll be the cheapest way to go. She needs to do that immediately and give that bankruptcy attorney all the paperwork that's required. I said that too, Ms. Eula. Yeah. But anyway. 77 in the chat. How many people were told do not look up in the sky because it was bad or you would get a sty or something was going to happen to you by looking up in the sky? So it's I don't remember that. I was told not to look up in the sun. Oh no, it was the sky. It was particularly sometimes the stars. I was told not to at some point the stars because I would get a star. Exactly, Tootsie. You would get a sty. I was never told not to look up at the sky, but I had a conversation with the sun. Yeah, and Penny, I do think it was told to black people. Star. I was told not to look directly in the sun. Okay, so y'all wasn't told the sky. You'll get a star. Is this what you call a friend that is supposed to have money? Because wait a minute now. Is this what you call a friend that is supposed to have money? She got shit because if she had anything, she wouldn't keep dragging Carmen into court. That biatch. So how many people were told not to look up in the sky because you get a sty or get some of your eye? So there were several people that are saying it. Now, as y'all have gotten older, I don't know if anybody still believes that, But that is crazy and asinine. When the sky is so beautiful at night, the stars. Now you probably a lot of times can't see them unless you're in a place with not that much smog or pollution or whatever. Sometimes I go to the country, and I can see the whole skyline, the whole stars, all of the stars. I'm in the city, I can't really see the stars like that. But to think that you were told not to look at it, when if we go to back, our ancestors were looking at the stars and the sky for everything. They were looking at it for weather. They were looking at it for different, all kinds of stuff. So the sky could be potentially telling us a lot of stuff, and we don't even know what it's telling because we don't even look at it. And they also said that astrology, now people think astrology is witchcraft, to where people think astrology or somebody talking about zodiac signs or this sign or this one or this is gonna mean that. Y'all think it's witchcraft. And could it be that the things that we are and were supposed to be paying attention to has been deemed bad, harmful, devilish for that very reason? Why not say it's devilish? Why not say it's of the devil? Why not say it's witchcraft? Because I want them to stay away from that. Let's open our minds. Uh Penny, well, my bad ass did it. Not blind. I look at the sun too, Miss Carrie. When they say don't look at the sun, I don't stare at it because I still have a slight fear of not fear, well, probably, but I do. I've looked at the sun, and I'm like, I don't think I stared at it, but I've looked at the sun intensely, and I didn't, nothing happened. I'm a weather watcher, so I'm always watching the sky day and night. I take a lot of pictures, send it to the weather station. Okay, Miss Carrie, that's good to know about you. That's interesting.
That's like me. I'm scared of black cats, and like if a black cat run across the car, I would turn around and go the other way.
Well, how far you got to go the other way to
I
erase it?
don't know, but I would not go if a black cat crossed my the car when I'm driving. I would not go the other way. For the longest, I was like that. Till somebody said, "Do you have faith in God? You supposed to believe in God, right? So why are you believing in that?"
Yes, my granny was very superstitious. Don't look up in the sky. Don't cut poles. Step on cracks. You break your mama back. She used to say all kinds of stuff to us as kids. Yes, honey. And that
Yeah.
stuff. Does anyone else have sound? Everybody got sound. Denise, can y'all let Denise know everybody got sound but her? I was told to stand in the road and turn 3 times, saying "sty, sty, leave my eye fall." That sounds like a spell. I'm finna read.
Wait a minute.
I'm finna start reading that. That sounds like a spell.
Yeah, they say the umbrella. Don't let an umbrella up in the house. That's bad luck.
Superstitious. Antoinette, that black cat. Yeah. And so, y'all, okay, break a mirror. You got 7 years of bad luck. But you know what's the one that gets me every time? The New Year's Eve, boil some collard greens and black eyed peas, the collard greens for money.
Yes.
And these still broke as a motherfucker.
Especially black eyed peas.
Still broke as a motherfucker. They done boiled the hell out of some. Bitch, you done boiled collard greens for 29 years and still ain't got no money. Mm-mm. Don't sweep over somebody's foot. You got to spit on the broom. Mm-mm.
Yes, I remember that. And what's the cross in the baby head on their south spot for? I
What?
never understood that. Putting the cross, taking the toothpick or a straw off the broom, and putting the cross over your soft spot in your head when you're a baby.
I ain't never heard that one.
Really? Anybody heard that?
I think you're gonna be the only one.
My grandmother used to, every time somebody had a baby, they used to put that over the baby head, over their soft spot.
Anybody heard this one, Antoinette? I think her family made that one up. Never heard that shit like that. A cross over the baby's soft spot. What, it made it harder? They said that's a new one to me. Tracy, me too.
We need
Hey,
older people.
anybody heard that? Oh, that's a new one. That's when a baby have the hiccups, Antoinette.
Oh,
Antoinette, I
okay.
never heard that. My
See,
cousin
somebody
was
said
drinking
that.
cannabis.
Somebody just said it.
Yeah, New Year. Don't wash the clothes on New Year. Yeah, don't wash the clothes on New Year, or you're gonna wash your good luck away. Exactly. Or you supposed to have your house clean too. Don't break a mirror. You got 7 years of bad luck. No, I'm not doing that. Hmm. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to go on and get up off of here. Hey, doesn't neighbors. Y'all catch that replay if y'all haven't caught it, honey. Y'all hit that cash app up because, honey, this been a beautiful cash app night. But that's fine, honey. Sometimes people need a break. But they go to cash app and you catching that replay, honey. I'm finna get up off of here. I love y'all very, very, very much, and I will see y'all in the next live. Y'all catch that replay though.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.